Hello, Chocks and Chocolates, everyone between Chocolate here for another, well, perhaps a more of a special one really, because it's a bit more of a sweetie one than I would normally do. It's the Bassetts Maynards Bassetts Wine Gums Frosted. Well, it's a funny one actually, because it was just Maynards when I was younger. Bassetts were jelly babies, Maynards were wine gums, and obviously, I guess they've joined forces, I guess, why not? Yeah, so if you don't know, wine gums, I don't know why they're called wine gums particularly. Well, so I kind of do. It's basically because the sweets on them are kind of stylized as flavours of wine, I think, or as special certain types of wine or ports or something. And they often would say the names of them on them, you know, and they're very distinct sort of sweets, really. Yeah, they're kind of, I don't know, they're very distinct, really. They just have a very distinct taste, not quite like anything else. Obviously, you do get sort of fruit pastels as well, which are another kind of sweet. And they're sort of frosted on them, which is, they've got like sugar on top. And these ones are basically wine gums with sugar, because wine gums don't generally come with sugar on them, and that's what these ones are. So I'm quite interested in these ones. Obviously, they're a bit of a wintry one as well, so I thought I'd best get them. Well, I assume they are. That's a representation of all the sugar. You can kind of, can you hear this? All that sugar that's not a good sign, really. It is there. But, yeah. Okay, it's near the microphone, so you should be able to hear that. That's sand inside, isn't it? Okay, so up against that, but that's a common thing with these. It's a bit unfair to sort of, you know, but it is quite common that the sugar does come off it and end up in the bag, so yeah. So what's the description? It's 165 gram bag. You see there. What's the description? Fruit flavoured gums with a sugar coating. There we go. May contain wheat, it says. Approximately 25 sweets per bag. Nutritional information per 100 grams. It's 335 calories. Less than 0.1 grams of fat and less than 0.1 of which are saturates. And per 4 sweets, 26.4 grams of fat, 89 calories, and less than 0.1 gram of fat, and again, obviously, less than 0.1 of which are saturates. There we go. Yeah. Okay, interesting one. Yeah, interesting one. Made with natural colours. I wish they're made with artificial colours on there, but made with natural colours. So you can see these are sort of stylised on not really anything to do with wine gums anymore, or the sort of the theming of it's gone. They're just sort of various Christmas shapes. Snowman there in the orange one, the Christmas tree, the green one, cracker, the purple one. Purple one's always the best, of course. Someone's, yeah, there's an orange one there. It's a moon or something. Orange one there, and the yellow one, little star shape. Well, I don't know what that one's going to be. There's it. It's been run over. I don't know. I don't. Oh, is it? Oh, maybe it's Rudolph. Okay. Okay, so there we go. No, yeah, not roadkill. Okay. Okay, so yeah. I was a bit harsh really, but it does look a bit like something had been run over, didn't it? I mean, it's, you know, a bit horrible really, but there we go. I mean, you know, the colour notwithstanding, just the fact it's in front of the sled, but then, yeah, I guess the colour doesn't help. Okay, maybe it's my mind, I do apologise. It's early in the morning as well, what can I say? Okay, so yeah, well, like, there's lots of air in here, so it makes it difficult to, you know, bend it over. I think you can clearly see, you can perhaps see, this is where the line is, where the sweets end, so it's only half full basically. But of course it does flatten out, you know, but generally it'll be sat like that in the shop. It's all, you know, gone to the bottom, so it's only half full really. It's a bit rubbish that. Another thing with wine gums is they have a lovely smell to them as well. They're just a very unique sweet, and they do smell and taste very unique, and I like them. It's always a cinema treat for me, something I would have got when I went going to the cinema when I was younger. Just something about them was a bit special, so yeah. Alright, well I think we should give them an open. Let's do it. Let's give them an open. Okay, I want to give these Maynards Bassetts wine gums frosted and open. So yeah, so I'll do that now. We've done over 700 reviews now, by the way. So in the top corner there'll be a link to a playlist of all my reviews. So go check that out after you've liked and subscribed to like this video, subscribe to my channel. Obviously feel free to check out the member program as well, which the link will be in the top corner also. Okay, so how's that smell to it? There you can see it's very half empty, can't you? So now the air's come out, or whatever was in there. You can see, yeah, how empty it is. So I think it's quite common though for packs of size. They all do it, you know. So there we are. So what do we get? We got yeah, there's 25 sweets a bag. It says apparently. So let's give it a check. We'll don't have to pour them out, or I'm not going to pour them out. I'm going to grab them out because there's loads of sugar at the bottom, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that. We'll see what the distribution is, of course. Now the purple ones generally for me are always the nicest. I think the purple ones, it's my favourite colour, And they just, in all these sweets, they just tend to be the nicest, I think, in fruit pastels, Skittles, everything. So again, there's no reason for them to have an unequal distribution in here, really. Let's see. Not too bad with the sugar, actually. You know that noise we heard. But, you can hear it there clearly, but it's not that much actually. I think we were doing them a bit of a disservice. I don't know if you can. You probably can't see into there. I'll probably just put it out, but you can see in this corner here. See if I can tip it on the camera. It's hard to. It's really hard to do actually because it's not a mirror. It's an actual. There you go. You can see there. There's not that much there actually. It sounds a lot. Can't do it. You can't show. You can't keep it straight. This is really hard, you know. I can't keep it. You think it'd be really easy, but there, because yeah. So pour it out. Actually, why not? Let's pour it out. So there's not much. If I can't even see it, it's quite saturated screen. See if there's any way I can show you. Let's see, where's it gone? There it is. You can see that. There you go. That's a bit better, isn't it? You can see that pile of sugar. That's not actually that much when you consider the noise and things. I think we're doing a bit of a disservice there. So, to be honest with you, you know. It's not on the sweets itself, you know. Usually you just throw the bag away at the end. Okay, so let's have a look. So, well, there's only 2 green ones, 3 yellow ones. There's lots of red ones. There are different shapes here. 4 purple ones. Well, the distribution here is a bit rubbish, isn't it? 2 green ones. I mean, I don't think anyone really ever is saying, "Oh, I want a green one," but even so, clearly you can see here. So there's. We've got 8 there, 8 of that colour, 7 of the orange. So 8 red, 7 orange, and 7 orange. I think that's right. Yeah, 2 green, 4 purple, and 3 yellow. So 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. So you know what I mean. That's pretty. Yeah, it's a bit disappointing, that isn't it? Really, I think you'd say. But yeah, so what we've got there, we've got 10 there, 10 there as well, 18, 20. So 24, and it says approximately 25 per pack. So we are kind of been shortchanged here, I think, as well. What you would normally expect to get. 7, 8, yeah, so it's 15, 18, 20, yeah, 24. So we are one fewer. We've got one short than normal. That's the typical set for the typical number that you would expect to get according to the pack. So we have missed out really, but even then, if you say it was 3 green, still got you know, a very unequal distribution there. I think there's no excuse for it. You know, they've got very complicated computers and things that measure out the weight and everything and look for imperfections and all sorts, and it can do very clever things really. If you watch any of these programs that show how it's done, so there's no way that they can't pretty easily give you an equal distribution, you know. Well, let's have a look then. So what have we got? We can't. I mean, got their little boot stocking, Christmassy. There's a star with possibly a face on it. Hard to see. I think that's what it's got. That's a Christmas cracker. Let's see. Yeah. Anything else? I think that's a reindeer. Usually from the front of the pack, that is. So I think we see most of them there. And there should be a Christmas tree, but we don't have any. Do you have any Christmas trees? I'm not sure. We might have. I think that's a snowman there, with a thin snowman. The Christmas tree might be thin as well. That's a cracker there for sure. Yeah, that might be a Christmas tree. I don't think it's a snowman. I think that's a Christmas tree. They don't quite look as good as they do on the cover. You see the green one there. You know, it's a bit thinner than it should be, and the snowman are a bit thinner as well. Yeah, not too bad though. All in all, not too bad. Okay, so put me chopping one. I'll probably bite one in half when I bite it, but I'm not going to chop one. I think I'll just get into it and give them a taste. So let's do it. Let's give them a taste. Okay, I want to give these Maynards Bassetts frosted wine gums a taste, or wine gums frosted. You always seem to get the names wrong around here. So you know, sometimes when I do my titles to my videos, I try to keep them exactly as they're written on here. I don't know why they're not called frosted wine gums. I mean, I guess it's maybe just to keep the wine gums at the top so people see it first. But it does mean it's a bit weird. I'm sure they should really be called frosted wine gums. But when I do my titles and things, I try to keep it the same, but it just doesn't read very well sometimes. I don't know whether I'm doing the right thing or not there really, but Anyway, okay, so yeah, I don't know what I mean. They're all got different tastes. I'll taste one of each. They're gonna really just be wine gums, I think, generally. But obviously the frostiness of them shouldn't be too bad. And I guess per 4 sweets, it's 10 calories. So yeah, what's that divided by 489 divided by 4? Is that 15? 2, 4, 6, 8. 2, 4, 6, 8. No, it's about 22 and a half, isn't it? Really? So it's about 22 calories, 23 calories in each one. Yeah, roughly. Yeah, roughly. Okay, let's give it a taste. Well, give one of them a taste. This is the red one first. This is snowman as well. Okay. Seems to be chewier. I remember wine gums being. Obviously the sugary. Maybe anyway. They've definitely got that wine gum taste. And the frosted coating just give them a bit of something, actually, just a bit of a, not too bad. I don't want to taste, I don't want it to taste of really that, you know, it tastes of something. I don't really know what the wine gums are flavoured. What does it actually say? It says flute, it says flute, fruit flavoured gums, it says. So I guess they are fruity, but I mean, you know, I don't know why they're called wine gums really normally. I'm sure they were roughly, I don't know, well, they were never really taste of wine, to be honest with you, but I don't know, they never quite taste of fruit either. They're strange flavours, but let's try one of these yellow ones. This is obviously the star. Okay, with a hat on, I think. Yeah. Well, same one we've got there anyway. You can see the comparison there. It's not quite as good, but it's not too far off. It's fair enough. Okay. Definitely a plainer one, that one. Not bad. Not bad again. I think I mean the sugar one, it just seems to sort of give them a bit of an air of a fruit pastel to them, you know. Okay, let's go. They don't quite seem to taste quite as good, I wouldn't say, as the regular wine gums. So I think this is a rude, reindeer head, I think. Okay, there we go. Yes, yep. Okay. The sugar loses the detail of it, you know. Without the sugar, there, you'd see the detail of the sweet a bit more for the design. It's on top there. Let it focus in. There we go. It's like sort of treads almost. Okay. Not bad. Again, the red one definitely has more of a defined taste to it. And either the yellow or the orange, they taste quite. I don't really taste of anything almost really. They're almost very sort of mundane flavours those, as you probably would generally get in like fruit pastels and things. Let's try this green snowman one then. It doesn't look much like a snowman, I don't think, but what it's meant to be. Okay. This one definitely has a bit more of a flavour to it for sure. Again, it doesn't really taste of any fruit really. They don't seem to taste quite as good as regular wine gums. I don't know why. The regular wine gums have a very, I wouldn't say strong flavour, but they're very distinct and they have a strong smell as well. There's something. I mean, unless it's changed. I mean, I've not had them recently, but okay. We've got the boot one then. This is one. I'm hoping it's the best one, because it's the purple ones. Okay, let's give it a taste. Yeah, but definitely a more distinct flavour. This one, distinct flavour. Yeah, definitely a more distinct flavour with that one. It's very it does seem to taste a bit more. I don't know really what fruit it tastes like, but it does taste a bit more like a purple fruit, if that makes sense, like a blackcurrant or something, or blackberry, you know. Blackcurrant, I think, really. Yeah, I mean the red ones are definitely the best ones though. The orange and the yellow ones are a bit of a mundane flavour really. The green ones were a bit better. I think the purple ones as well weren't too bad, but I think the red ones, which you did get the most of in fairness. Maybe seems to have a bit more of a taste to them. Maybe. It's kind of have a feel that not quite as good as regular wine gums. I mean, I don't know. I don't know why it should matter, or why it should be any different, but it does seem to be, just don't seem to have that sort of, I don't know, it's a stupid term, je ne sais quoi, I guess it is. You know, there's something a bit special about them. That's something that wine gums generally have. These ones taste a lot more like fruit pastels. They just seem to, you know, the texture of them, consistency, there's not that distinct wine gum smell. The wine gum is just a very distinct, and it might just be, you know, smoke and mirrors, and you know, you don't really, you know, having this sugar coating just made me think of fruit pastels, and you know, but just from taste. But even so, I think that's half of it really, because generally, if you do food and things, it is kind of all in what you see and what you smell and things like this. You know, it's all that kind of thing, isn't it? There are tricks that are played by food and fruit and other things. To make you, you know, believe they taste different than they do and stuff like that by the look of them and things. It's whole science to it really. So I won't go into it in too much detail. But one example did stick in my head was strawberries. Are as basically as sharp as things like oranges, but because of the fact that we smell them or whatever, it basically changes the way we perceive them. We don't perceive them as being quite as tangy as oranges, but they are actually, you know, they do have actually as much of an acidic taste. So it's a bit of a funny one, you know. Yeah, but the fruit itself, by evolution or whatever, is tricking us into making them taste sort of less sharp than they do. And I think it's down to the smell. I think, yeah, you know, when you eat them, because obviously your nasal passage is sort of at the back of your throat. You know, it's all sorts going on. Anyway, so we're not going into that. I mean, I'm no expert on it, but that's the gist of it from what I gather. Yeah, so these ones, I think, yeah, I don't know. So there could be some, you know, tricks being played on me. I don't know, is what I'm trying to say. But I believe these are more fruit pastel-y than wine gums. You know. And it could be down to just the sugar coating is giving me more of that sensation of eating fruit pastels, I guess is what I was trying to get at. And really, the bit below is the same, but yeah, I don't know. Hard one to say really for sure. I mean, I don't know what fruit pastels would be like without any sugar coating, but yeah, yeah. So I think these are okay. A bit disappointing really. I was expecting them to be a bit more special than they are. But nonetheless, they are nice. But I think a bit disappointing. So I'm probably going to say a 3 out of 5. I think wine gums, I don't think they've added to the wine gum experience, if anything, have made them taste a bit more mundane. Or at least that's the way I perceive it. If I had another bag of proper wine gums next to me, maybe I'd maybe think, oh yeah, actually they're not much different. But from memory and things, I'm quite certain these just aren't as good, and they just don't give me the smell and the feel of them either. When you touch a wine gum, you know, they have a distinct feel, a bit of a strange feel really. You know, it does have a bit of a film on you. Leaves a bit of a film on your fingers and things. There's something about them, but there's none of that with these. There isn't the smell, there isn't that sort of feel of them, and they don't seem to taste the same either. So yeah, 3 out of 5. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that review. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram. Check out the YouTube member program if you're able to do so. It'd be a great way to support the channel. But it's also perfect if you could leave a comment. It was great to hear from you as well. I always enjoy hearing what you've got to say. I love replying to you. So feel free to do that. Great to see you there in the comments. And but either way, I'll see you next time. Bye everyone. Take care. Bye for now. See ya.